What's up, what's up? It's your boy. So, I don't know how this is going to work. I do have the GoPro mic mod on, so it should drown out the wind and some of the background. I don't know, we'll see. But, it's 7 o'clock, or like 1:30. I'm in Texas. Just came into Texas, and 7 hours out of my drop. Can't drop till 9 tomorrow morning. So what better time to get the dog out, go for a stroll, and address some questions. So I can't help but notice there's some smart Alex, which is no surprise and really doesn't matter to me. But I'm going to address it because there's people that probably are asking the same question in their mind, but a different way for a different reason, and probably assume something. Oh, check this out. Birdie. One day. So, they say, Hotshot, thought you were going to be a car hauler. Why ain't you a car hauler? Thought you were going to be a truck driver. Thought you were a truck driver. So, I learned this a long time in life. Titles don't mean nothing. You could call me a truck driver. You could call me a car hauler. You can call me a steering wheel holder. And none of that matters. And I won't be any of those unless that is the best beneficial situation for me. Like, even when I was managing the car lot, there'd be times where I still sold cars because that was the most beneficial situation. So, I said this a couple times in my answer. Before I'm a truck driver, before I'm a car hauler, before I'm anything, one thing I will always be is a provider. In order to be the best provider you can be, you have to be a hustler. So that also comes into why I will not do trucking unless I'm an owner-operator. Now, I don't have to have my own authority. I need to be an owner-operator that can make my own decisions, make my own choices, and do what I want, as long as the numbers are there, there's no problems, and there's no issues. Because, let's be real, there is no business owner in the world that does not want an employee that he doesn't have to micromanage, that he doesn't have to tell, do this, do that, run this, run that, fix this, fix that, this is broke, that's broke, this, blah, 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 blah. Like, they all want that. But the problem is, A, getting the opportunity to show that, and B, sustaining it. The biggest problem we have as humans, and hell, even my dog has it, it's called complacency. We get comfortable with something, and we let our guard down. We slack off. We don't make the best choices. We don't run the best loads. That was annoying, but that was the sexy sound. So, like I said, we won't run the best loads. We won't do what we used to do. Like, there's so many people, like everybody knows I mentor people, I talk to people getting in here, and I always hear the same thing. I would do whatever it takes. I don't need to be home every week. My wife understands. We know the sacrifice, and we're ready to make this happen at all cost. Great. Great. That means your teamwork with you and your wife means there's no reason to not succeed. Because if your spouse, wife, partner, whatever, truly understands the beginning, they're going to understand the whole thing. Like, my wife knows that I'm going to go where I have to go, when I have to go, you know, and kind of do what I have to do type of deal to make it work. But now she also has the trust in me that when I feel and any chance I can get, I may spend little extra time at home just so everybody's happy. You know, because when you become a truck driver, you have two households to take care of. You have your truck, it's a household. You gotta keep food in it, you gotta keep it rolling, you gotta keep it clean, keep it maintained. And then you still have to maintain your house, because most times, not all the time, but most times, the spouse of a truck driver either doesn't work or works part-time. Now, that there is some that work, don't get it twisted. But the fact that it's so hard on one person kind of makes it to where, you know, the truck driver understands and is willing to do whatever it takes to take care of the house for his spouse to take care of whatever's at home. Like, we have 5 kids. There's no way my wife could work. $1,000 in daycare a week. No, there's no way. So I said all that to say, I hear that at the beginning, then about 2 weeks later, they're trying to go home every weekend. Like, well, what are you doing? Oh, I can go home. I only need to make X amount of money. Like, I only need to make $4,000. I only need to make $3,000. Covers all my bills. Well, what about your breakdown? Oh, no, that's in there. I gotta go home every weekend. My wife, she wants me home. She can't handle it, blah, blah, blah. You know, and I'm the guy to call kettle black. I'm like, well, I thought you said that you could do this. Yeah, that's what we thought, but now it's not working. But, wow. Either get out of there. Isn't that interesting? So, get out of there. Get out. So, I'm pretty far away from anything. Either somebody lives around here, under a bridge, or people come take care of cats. Because that water ain't been there a while, and neither was that food. But anyway, so they weren't honest with themselves, or they didn't explain it enough to their spouse, and they didn't really make sure that their spouse was okay with it. Anybody can say, yeah, that's fine. Because a lot of the times, just because you say you're going to do something, doesn't mean you're going to do it. And that may be the mindset of your spouse when you're talking to them. So, with that being said, I am a provider and a hustler before I'm a truck driver. Now, I study trucking, I study markets, I study rates. I don't just study car hauling. Now, I like to think I'm pretty good at what I do with the car hauling. Really good at what I do. But I seen an opportunity to make the same net money. Net. Not gross, net. Same net money and be home a little bit more. A little bit more. So, the first month, I was home a lot. You know, I was home, 3 nights a week maybe, and every weekend I was home in December. January, I was home about every weekend, and then I was down the last week of January. So, it worked, you know, and now, I was doing all local stuff then. So now I want to try something else. Now I want to do out and back lanes. So now I'm headed to Texas and I'm going to go back home. I'll head, you know, east or west to east and go back and forth. You know, just trying to find the best scenario. And that's what business owners do. If you're in car hauling and your plan is to run a 3-car Hotshot, which there's nothing wrong with a 3-car Hotshot. Nothing. Other than your market is a lot more volatile than any other market in the world because you're so limited. 2 cars even more. You know, so if you plan on running a 3-car and staying with a 3-car and never upgrading, never changing your income, are you really trying to be a business owner, or are you trying to be self-employed? There's a difference. Business owners, in my opinion, are opportunistic. They look for opportunities. They always want to make it better. So that's what I do. And unfortunately, people that don't know or understand, because they don't have that mindset, makes me a hypocrite. There's another title that I don't care about. I'll be a hypocrite. You know, because unlike most people on YouTube, and a lot of people just in general, no one wants to learn. Everybody knows it all. I still to this day, call and get opinions on loads. Like if I feel like my mind is like scattered and I'm not getting an answer I think I should get, or just not making a decision quick enough, make a phone call. Because it's not about me. It's not about me being Superman and making all the decisions. It's not about me doing it on my own. You know, if I wanted to do it on my own, then I would do it on my own and it would be harder. And I would have never got a mentor. But, so, that's kind of turned into a little rant, but I hope, you know, maybe it'll make sense to you guys on, you know, kind of why I do what I do, why I'm an owner-operator, and more importantly, why I'm changing and why I'm constantly changing. And to be honest with you, I'm sure everybody has a bucket list. And this is going to seem crazy. My bucket list is to work every trucking commodity there is. Dry van, reefer, flatbed, car hauling, heavy haul, livestock, RGN, all of it. And you got to start somewhere. You know, now I'm not going to go from dry van to RGN. You know, and I'm not going to go from car hauling to straight reefer. Because you may not know it or not, but at least I know Progressive, they won't let you have the same authority with car hauling and reefer. Well, why would that be? Because they are the two most dangerous commodities as far as claims. Car claims happen all the time. And, you know, a lot of guys don't get caught and don't turn them in, and that's fine. And the reefer claims are just so easy to happen. You're driving down the road, your green light turns red. You get it? You all right? I stepped on a piece of glass. Your green light turns red. You don't catch it in time. You need to be at -20 and now you're up to 20. Well, that don't sound like much, but if it went to 20, it's probably gonna go to 34. And that stuff will thaw pretty quick. And you know what happens if you get meat too warm. So, happens all the way around. But, all right, guys. It's kind of the rant, the little one-on-one for today. Why I do what I do, why I don't stay one thing. Maybe the next time, tell you why I don't want to be considered a truck driver. But I'm gonna tell you right now, that's gonna hurt a whole lot of feelings. Now that may even put me in cancel culture territory. But, alright guys, so that's it. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that ding ding. We gotta get on down to Mexico. Peace, deuces. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.